Good morning, and God bless you. Thank you for being here with me again for another morning fast break. We're talking about our comebacks, our personal comebacks, our road back to uh, prominence, our road back to redemption, our road back to personal respectability, responsibility. Uh, there are any number of places that we need to come back to because we've fallen away from, and one place that we cannot neglect when we're making our comeback is the restoration of old relationships that may be significant and important. I'm never one to encourage somebody to stay in a place of disrepair in all relationships. Many people, they even preach this doctrine that says that in your past, when something happens and goes away, um, then let it just be gone. But there are certain relationships that ought to be repaired, ought to be put back together again, because God is in these relationships. He is oftentimes the institutor of the relationships, or inside the institution of the relationship. Um, that being between parents and their children, uh, 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 between brothers and between sisters, and between even spouses. Uh, God is in the institution of these relationships, and so it's important that we don't let the relationship be in a place of disrepair for all time. Can you fix everyone? No, no, you can't. But as God has given you grace, you ought to extend grace to one another, and so that they can experience the recovery of a relationship that may be very, very, very important to them. Now, I know that some of you may be arguing with me in your mind, saying, I'm done with them. I have nothing to say to them or to do with them. And that may be the truth, but I want you to allow the grace that God has given you to be shared with them. Because oftentimes the test of our comeback is our ability to sustain it. And you sustain things by creating the right foundations and the right support systems, and by establishing and even reestablishing these things, you strengthen your own hand. You strengthen your own hand. The Bible says that a friend loveth at all times, but a brother is made for war. And what it says is the nature of these relationships extend to extraneous situations. That is, you have a friend that will love you at all times. But your friend may not be willing to go to the next level with you. That doesn't mean that they don't love you. It just means that they aren't there. You can't even extend yourself or make yourself even ask them to go to the next level with you in certain things. But your brother, I have a brother. Thank God for him. In fact, he's going to join me and do one of my morning fast breaks for me one day soon. I'm very looking forward to it. Me and my brother, we don't see eye to eye on everything. We don't agree on everything. We see things very differently. But that is my brother. There's not going to be a second worth of conflict between us that's going to lead anyone to come between us, because it's not based on whether or not he likes me uh, today or likes me tomorrow. Uh, I'm his brother, and that is what matters. Now, we all need relationships like that. We all need relationships like that. If you don't have one, I encourage you to get one. But I believe that we all have relationships like that. But sometimes, again, they fall into disrepair. When you make your comeback, don't just come back to a place to where you can point at the folks who doubted you and put them in their place and say, "Ha! You thought you were better than me. You thought that you could be better than me, or whatever things that we say when we want to prove that we're on top now." Don't come back for that reason. I mean, you can, but don't do it. Come back with the reason that says, you know, at one point in time, I was here, lost my way. A lot of people doubted me, counted me out. God has restored me and brought me back. And because of that, I am going to be an agent of restoration. And on the list of things that I've got to restore are relationships that I tore up because of my mental anguish, the things that I tore up because I was upset, the things that I tore up because I was down and hurting. And I believe that that will be a blessing to you. So hopefully I said something that will help you. God bless you. Be blessed. Repair the breach. Restoration is important in your comeback. Restoration is so important as you come back to where God wants you to be. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Matter of fact, no, I won't see you tomorrow. Got a friend of mine that's going to join us tomorrow, Pastor Terrell, Pastor Lowell, and I believe he's going to bless you. So I'll see you tomorrow.